There's a lot of people who think that they can learn how to do this alone. I can tell you with zero doubt, you cannot. No, you can't. I'm gonna say, Oliver, no, seriously, I can't learn how to trade on my own. No, you cannot. All right, let me clarify that. It's possible, but it will take you 50 years. It'll take you 50 years. It'll take you a lifetime and an obscene amount of money to learn everything from scratch, where all the pitfalls are, where all the stupid mistakes, what all the stupid mistakes are. Someone who's already done that, already learned that, already gone through that, can cut your learning curve down by like 85%. The learning curve alone is long, hard, and it's a lifetime, and it's $1 zillion. You understand? I'm telling you, this is why no professional on Wall Street has learned on their own. Zero. Zero. You hear about these billionaire hedge fund traders and all these special, I'm not talking about your YouTube traders here. I'm talking about real traders. You know, the Paul Tudor Jones, the Dennis Millers of the world. You understand? The Tim Drapers of the world. These players, they learned from someone. They were under the wing of someone. In most cases, much older than they were when they started. You can't do it. There are too many things that you would have to go through over and over again to actually learn. And that takes money and time. And in order to go through all of that, it would take you decades. You know, so it's not possible. It's just not possible. I like that saying. Yes, when the student is ready, the teacher appears. That is an ancient axiom, and it's very, very true. All right, so guys, I am the teacher, and me being in your life means that you're ready. You're ready. I know this is going to sound egotistical. That doesn't necessarily mean you're ready because you have someone else in your life. I know if you have me in your life, I know it means you're ready. It's the only way. It's the only way I could pop up in your life. It's the only way that I could resonate with you. There are people who flip away from me. They're not ready, for at least for what I have to offer. But the fact that something that I say, something that I do resonates with you, and you're here, that means there's a connection. That's meaningful. You should not ignore that. All right? That's like telling you there's something here. Do you have to learn everything first before you're successful? Before you can start making money? Absolutely no. Absolutely not. You don't have to become a master first and then you start making money. There are traders to this very day. They're consistent. They make money every single week, and they're still not master. They still have not reached mastery. I made millions of dollars and still was learning, developing, what have you, back in the early 1990s. I mean, if I knew in the early 1990s what I know now, holy moly. But I was still knocking it out of the frickin' park. You don't have to know everything, but you do have to have some foundational concepts in play. You have to have some foundational concepts set. You have to have risk and trade management. You cannot be successful without that. You have to have some knowledge about size, like when do you play light, when do you play heavy, when do you add, when do you not add. You've got to have that. You've got to have some knowledge about how to assess the odds of a direction, okay? And you have to have some semblance, you have to have some knowledge of what are the most repeatable events that offer the best odds. So if you've got that small handful of things, you don't have everything. It's impossible. But you can take that small handful of things and you can go out into the market and actually gain the right experience with those things. And as you gain more and more experience, that experience will start to translate into success. Most people think that they can have success before they become, they accumulate some level of experience. This is stupid. People, it's stupid. It's stupid to believe that you can take a course, even from me, right? And after the course, go out and do well. How? How? What, in what world does that work? Because you took a course? Because you took notes? You sat in a chair and took notes. And so this is supposed to translate into the most, being successful in the most competitive market in the world? Come on. Come on, guys. Those things that you took notes on, those things that you understood, you now have to take into the real world. And you have to now use those things to build up. You're empty. Now you have to build up your experience using those things. And there's a certain tipping point of experience that once you get to the tipping point, you're still not there, but this, you have enough experience now that can start producing results. It is experience that produces results, not knowledge. Listen, did you hear that? That was profound, what I just said. I like it. Knowledge does not produce results. Knowledge is a component of potential results, but knowledge does not produce results. It is experience that produces results. Do you understand? When someone says practice makes perfect, right? What are they really saying? Experience makes perfect. Your practicing is building your experience. A basketball player practicing his foul shot from the foul line. Every shot in practice is building experience. In a pickup game, building experience. In practice, building experience, right? You can know, just because you know what to do is no guarantee that you will do what you know to do. Knowing has never saved anybody. It's necessary, but it's never made anybody. Never. Experience. This is so lost in today's social media world. Because when you understand that and you watch an 18-year-old YouTuber claiming to be a great trader, are you kidding me? Seriously? In what galaxy? Well, were they gaining experience in the womb? Like, how is that possible? It's not. Not enough time for experience to be built. Proper experience is impossible, people. It's just not possible. So when you understand these truths about life, you stop getting taken by social media trends. It's ridiculous. Most people understand when they take this mindset to real life, right? They take it to real life and they say, look, my loved one needs this special medical procedure. I want the best expert at this procedure. Now, they send you two. One of them has been doing the procedure for 40 years. The other has been studying the procedure in medical school for 4 years. Both have the knowledge. One studied the procedure 4 years. One has done the procedure for 40 years. Who are you going to pick? All right. So knowing the things to say, knowing the things to do, that's not it. Knowing is no guarantee that you will do what you know. That's where the psychological part comes in. That's where the experience comes in. So it is experience that produces your future profitability. And if you happen to be profitable people before you have accumulated some measure of a decent measure of experience, that is not called profitability. That is called luck. Luck is before experience. True profitability is after experience. And here's the kicker. You can't rush experience. Sorry. You cannot make future Tuesdays happen faster than 7 days apart. If I sat here and I told you that not every Tuesday, but Tuesdays tend to be the most bullish Tuesdays. Tuesdays tend to be the most bullish day of the week. Now, if you will need to see that. Now, you can go in the past, which is not the same, but in order to see that, to gain experience with that, you're going to have to live through many Tuesdays to see if I'm right? Right now, you have the knowledge of it, but you don't have the experience of Tuesdays being statistically the most bullish day of the week. So in order to gain that experience, to move it from Oliver to you need experience. And you cannot rush Tuesdays. You can't make 12 future Tuesdays happen today. And this is the thing. Everyone wants it to happen now. Life doesn't work that way. We need to go back to low time preference thinking and understanding that anything worthwhile is going to take time, people. It's going to take time. How many people are here? Can I say? There's 347 people here. This is crazy, right? 347. The reason why that's not 34,000 people is because I refuse to tell you that you can have success right away. You can't. Because I refuse to tell you that, I have 347 people here. Someone else to tell you I can make you a success today, they have 34,000 people. Do you understand? I'm just not going to do that. Ron says, I learned more from you than other YouTubers. Yeah, and guys, I'm not trying to poo-poo other YouTubers either. I'm just saying that please understand that if it's impossible for someone to have lived through myriad market scenarios, how can they claim to be experienced? Guys, in my lifetime, right, I've gone through 9 market crises, 9 of them. Most of you have gone through 0. Okay, well, 2020, maybe you've gone through 1. Okay, I've gone through 9. I've traded through 9 crises, a multiplicity of wars, global economic collapses. I've traded through them. There is nothing the market can throw at me that can surprise me that I haven't seen over and over again. There's no scenario, no occurrence that can fool me. I've seen it too many times. The market's been in a bull We've been in a bull market for the last 14 years. So the people who started inside of 14 years, they might think they're experienced, but they're not. We've been going up for 14 years.